She is a phenomenal woman in every sense if you've ever read Maya Angelou's piece. This is a woman who goes to Haiti countless times annually. She has created a garden for children to be self-sufficient. If you know the expression, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. And this woman does just that for her community. She is also a medical professional, so she's able to provide medical needs. And she doesn't just serve Haiti, but several countless other countries. In addition to this, she teaches and still finds time to come here, still finds time to support other organizations, and still finds time to be a great friend. So Ms. Shanta D. Collins, if you may come up to speak.
Bonsoir. Okay, I won't get too carried away. I'm not like Pastor and everyone else. She introduced Shanta Collins, and I'm the president and founder of Explore Sans Frontières, which explores without borders. And we are a local grassroots organization here in Philadelphia. Started 5 years ago. We're 100% volunteer-based and 95% privately funded. And I want to say first, thank you very much to HPP and everyone on the board who, giving me, for me, I say it's what's on ESF. I'm accepting this board of the humanitarian work on behalf of the organization. But I'm extremely honored and I'm very touched. So before I came up here, I already started crying because I'm so inspired by poetry and the amazing voices, the music and the dancing, and I just am overwhelmed. And when I talk about Haiti, I get really emotional. So please excuse me. But so when we started ESF 5 years ago, we started off with a blood pressure cuff and a stethoscope. And it was at one of the Haitian churches in Southwest Philadelphia. Ms. Gildy said, Shanta, I know you guys just kind of, getting things off the ground, but you think you can come do a health fair for us? I'm like, I really, sure. I'm like, we have a blood pressure cuff and stethoscope, but we'll make it happen. I'll teach you on blood pressure and diabetes and whatever else is needed. And just real quick on my background, I have my bachelor's in political science history, my master's in administration, and then I worked in immigration law, and I switched over and became a nurse and got my BSN, and then now I'm my family nurse practitioner, which I'm finishing up at Drexel University currently in June. So then I can practice freely. So she's another question, I want to be pretty clear on that. But moving forward, so what happened was I was happened to be at the University of LaSalle Town. I was finishing my BSN, and they had a health fair. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to be daring. I'm going to ask everyone to give me their leftovers. And so that's exactly what I did. So a blood pressure stethoscope turned into like two carloads filled with stuff that I was able to give and donate to the church in Southwest Philadelphia. So that was pretty much the breaking point when I realized how much good can come from if we were to share. And the word that I learned long ago when I studied in West Africa and Senegal was Nokobok. Nokobok in Wolof means we share. And, when I look at some of the experiences and things that what ESF has been able to accomplish with hundreds of volunteers, we all pay out of our pocket for the missions. And I've been in Haiti, it will be my 31st mission this coming June. I'll be going back with Drexel nurse practitioners. Thank you. And so we're all volunteers. We take time off work. We pay out of our pockets for our airfare and accommodations. And such, in the last 5 years, ESF has supported over 45,000 persons in free medical health care, free medication, therapeutic, other non-medical support, using mindfulness, which is another form of helping those with maybe post-traumatic stress and different types of anxieties versus pushing medication, because it doesn't always work and it's not always as successful as other ways to manage your stress. And so in such being able to do that, again, that's at 100% volunteer based and 95% privately funded. We've been blessed to continue into Haiti, and again, my 31st time, and then I guess have a couple of volunteers who are showing the leadership team, Haji Schreffler and Charles Williams. They have also been in support of Haiti, and I'd like them to stand if they don't mind. Oh. Please, our Director of Education. And it's just been amazing. So moving forward, now we have 6 children at the orphanage that we support in Delmont 48. We have 6 children that we send to private schools, and we're working on other additional initiatives, urban farming and so on and so forth. So pushing forward, our experience and our time in Haiti, for me, is extremely passionate. So Port-au-Pay, I worked in a cholera treatment center. We worked 20-hour days. And I'm talking, you have to imagine this room filled with 250 people. And I mean, I flew up there, I flew in, and immediately got on the plane and flew up to Port-au-Pay. And you're talking about people, I wouldn't say suffering, I can't even describe it. But you have 250 people in a room, and their family members are taking care of them. And it's like, there are no beeps and pumps and things that are alarms like I'm used to in ICUs here that tell me, oh, something's wrong. I have family members like yourselves that are there caring for these amazing people who are there suffering. And again, that word cannot describe the level of destitute. But nonetheless, when you have cholera, for example, it dehydrates your cells. It puts you in a state of what we call like hypovolemic shock. Your electrolytes, things that normally help your heart contract, your muscles and things, those things are being lost because you're having constant diarrhea. And so folks, we're putting IVs in because they're so dehydrated, you can't get an IV. And a lot of the staff, the training and things like that. So they were grateful because I have an emergency trauma background and ICU experience, but I pop an IV without a blood pressure. But that's because I have the type of experience, but the typical person do not. So that's why you have so many people, the mortality rate is so great. And I'm talking in a room like this of 250 people, I have old women who are having to have a bowel movement on a plate in front of everybody. But yet, they're not too proud. But yet, they're still singing. I'm working 20 hours singing, oh, I'm exhausted. And I see the sun, right under the sun, I'm like, I don't even remember. But then people are singing how grateful to God they are. And I'm like, where am I at? What? I can't explain it. And so you ask, why do you go? You've been there 31 times in 3 years. Why? It's 2 types of people that go to Haiti: the kind that go and keep coming back, and those that go and can't and never leave. If I could never leave, I would. But I know if I don't become a nurse practitioner, I can't do the big, global, more extended, sustainable work and support and the type of collaboration that requires to support the sustainable programs in Haiti. And if I don't do this, I can't continue, or it will be more challenging to continue, I should say that, because to continue is in the heart. It comes from within. No one can give it to you. You can't learn it. You either have it or you don't. We can help support you and grow you as much, but it still has to come from within, because when it comes from within, it's not a job. It's a passion, and a passion will survive. A passion will last. It will last longer than something you're just trying to do just because it's popular, like a fad. So for me, the Haitian community, both locally and abroad, are so inspiring. I am honored sincerely from the deepest part of my heart that you guys have taken this opportunity to give me this award. So oh no, it's an amazing award. And I wanted to mention that of the creativity. The children, obviously I bring a lot of things back, and children just finding many things to do and being creative. This is one of the many funnest toys that kids are so creative in doing, and also at the orphanage, they make a little person. So I buy all this stuff, and I'm like, I give it out to my friends, I'm like, Shawty, what you got time to do? I just a benefactor of one of them. But nonetheless, because I can go on and on and on and on, but I am so touched, so inspired. I just love. The Council of City of Philadelphia is pleased and proud to join the Haitian professionals of Philadelphia in honoring Shanta D. Collins for her dedicated service in the community. Whereas the president and founder of Explorers Sans Frontières, she has served her community with diligence and intelligence. Through her efforts, especially in the field of nursing, the community has become a healthier, a more unified, and more compassionate place to live for young and old alike. Ms. Collins holds a degree in nursing and public health. Her exceptional dedication resulted in a special recognition by the LaSalle University School of Nursing, Health and Science in 2008, the Health Services Explorer magazine, and whereas Shanta D. Collins has made a commitment to serving her neighbors locally and abroad with unwavering conviction to make a healthier, empowered, and educated world, we honor you. On Saturday, May 18th, 2013, we joined the Haitian Professionals of Philadelphia in paying tribute to Mrs. Collins for her many years of devotion to her community. Mrs. Collins is quoted in saying, "What we do impacts the world, and what the world does impacts us." We applaud her for taking a literal and practical step in making a positive impact. Therefore, by the virtue of the citation, the Council of City of Philadelphia is pleased and proud to join HPP in honoring Shanta Collins for her dedicated service as a humanitarian, educator, healer, and advocate. We thank her for all she has done and extend to her the sincere respect and admiration of this legislative body. Congratulations. Signed, Darrell L. Clark, Councilman. So we have a wonderful performer for you. She's a very dear friend, and I'm very proud and happy to have Carol Metellus.